Hey everybody, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for hanging out with me for a Memory Planning Monday Project Life process video. I am going to be sharing my process very sped up for week 25, so if you'd like to see what I'm documenting this week, stick around. So I am working on week 25, which was our last full week of school. It was June 20 something through the 23rd, 19th. Yeah, because it was Juneteenth on Monday, which is what I'm documenting now. And I am using cards mostly from Ali Edwards. And I think actually all of them are. And I use lots of different stamp sets and embellishments, some from Studio Calico, some from Ali Edwards, some from just like my random stash of things. So right now, I'm documenting, or I'm decorating, I guess, this picture of Nora and her friend Vivian, who she went to hang out with on Monday in the afternoon. They got boba and they got some pho and went to the playground. And so the first row on the left side are pictures from that little adventure they had together. And I had to work that day. So not like work, but I had to get some things done. So Nora got to go and play with her friend. And then this is where I'm just going to spell out week 25, embellish it just a little bit. I'm using like these puffy stars that I had. I think they might be from Michael's. I've had them in my stash for quite a while, and I thought I usually use hearts, but I went with stars for this week because it's the last week of school and there's a lot to celebrate, and it was a really busy week. So I just decided, why not? And then I am looking for a little piece of chipboard to add to this card, and I found one that said caring deeply, because that is definitely true about this week. There was a lot to care about and a lot that I was balancing and juggling with my PTA responsibilities. So, and then I'm just using my favorite little like caricature puffy stickers that came from the Target greeting card section. And then I'm using this stamp set from Heidi Swap. I think it's from the Adventures collection. And I stamped the sentiment, or the definition for explore. I stamped get outside, and then on the top, I stamped better together. And then I'm just going to add a couple puffy stickers and call that photo good. You can see that my scheme for colors for this whole week is blue and green, a little bit of yellow here and there, but mostly blues and greens, which is why I chose those two washi tapes. I think the blue one with the leaves and things is from maybe a Jen Hadfield kit collection. I'm not sure. And then the grid washi is just from Amazon, which is linked in my Amazon storefront as usual. And then the Yum Rating and the Boba stamp set are from Paper Person. The labels are from Studio Calico, the Color Theory. I'm going through my chipboard to try to embellish this photo. It's a quad photo. I have like 3 of these for this week because there were so many photos that I took. Like I said, it was a really busy week, and I was at Nora's school every single day except for I think Tuesday, and that was her last full day of school, and I actually spent the day running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to find helium and balloons to get decorations for the 5th grade graduation that was happening on Thursday of this week. So yeah, the entire week was like insane for me. So that's why there are so many photos. So that quad photo that I was just decorating with the chipboard piece from an Ali Edwards kit is photos from Wednesday at school. We had our fundraiser, which is every year at the end of the year, the color run. It's a colorathon. The kids raise money and we get to throw chalk at them, and it paints the whole sidewalk with rainbow chalk. It just looks gorgeous, and it's just a really fun event. I got so dirty. I was covered in chalk when I got home. I had to take a shower, and where my sports bra was through my shirt, like the negative area was all covered in chalk. So it looked like I still had a sports bra on, even though I didn't. It was really funny. So anyway, I hope that's not TMI, but it was just, I got like chalked from the front and the back at the same time, which was kind of hilarious. So that was a good time. And then I got my new Laurel Denise planner, which is what I'm using now for planning. I'm obsessed with it, which is why I stamped my favorite. and that's from Paper Person as well. The Just This Heart is from Allie Edwards. And then what else happened? Oh, after we went to the color run, we came home, obviously took a shower, like I said, and then we got to go to the local country club with our friends, and Nora swam, even though it wasn't really that nice out, but she is a fish, so she endured. And that's just a photo of her and her friend having a bomb pop. Relying a lot on these little 3x4 stamp sets from Allie Edwards story kit, Stories by the Month. I really, really, really love the sentiments that are in them. They're practical for like almost any type of story, and so I've been using those a lot. So you'll see me reach for those quite a few times as I try to, just add some simple embellishments to the different photos that I have added. And then I finished that side of the page, so I'm going to go over to the right side now and get started on that. So I want to use the Found Delights card to do journaling for all of like the second half of the week. And so I just number some of the photos that are the story from the stories that coordinate with the journaling, if that makes sense. So I put a 1 on that quad photo of Nora after school. She had a half day, I think that's Thursday, and so I let her play at the playground after school, and then I took her to get some frozen yogurt, and then we took our neighbor's dog for a walk. And so that's going to correspond with the number 1 spot on the Found Delights card, and that way I can journal quite a bit for the week. And I always edit out the journaling because that just takes forever. I smudged some ink on the top of that card, which I tried to cover up, but it's not perfect. That's okay though. Creating a couple of flip ups because I just could not, I wanted to feature some of these photos. And so I just have one more week to squeeze into this album, and then I will have a very, very chunky 9x12 album, and I will do a flip through of that when that is finished after week 26 is complete. But I just used this 3x8 striped blue paper cardstock that came from one of the Allie Edwards kits. I don't know which one, but the color was perfect, and I just decided to have some stamp therapy there. What is the quad photo underneath are photos of Nora and her teacher from this year, her principal, and 2 of her gym teachers who are actually switching schools. Not they're staying within the district, and the school social worker who is leaving. I didn't get a picture of a different school counselor who's leaving as well, but we're going to see her actually in a couple of weeks, so I'll make sure to get a photo and document it at that point. But I'm just using the stamp set from Heidi Swap that is about school and documenting just, first day of school, last day of school, that type of thing. And I use this chipboard element that I peel down. I peel as many layers as I can off of it so it doesn't add too much bulk to the photos, but it says one piece of a much bigger story. And then I stamped last day of second grade, work hard, dream big, and added best teacher ever to the picture of her with her teacher. And to the front of the photo of Nora holding her last day of second grade sign that I made real quick, I am going to just add this giant pennant that says "This is so incredible," because I thought it was perfect. It reminds me of something that you'd see with a school or like a sports themed photo or story. And so I just used some red line tape to adhere that to the front of the picture and called that good. I end up going back later to stamp the date. And I ended up switching out. I was going to use "This is awesome" and "This is why," or something like that. Or "This story was awesome." There it is. Nope, it's not awesome. It's the wonderful. Wonderful, this is just awesome is what it says. That was supposed to be in the middle, but since I did so much journaling on the Found Delight card, I end up switching it out and putting the rest of that 3x8 cardstock blue stripe in the middle, which I think was a much better choice in the end. And then that allowed me to journal a little bit more about what's happening in this quad photo, which are photos that I took from the last day of school, which school was only an hour and a half long. They were out at 8:50, which is bananas. And so that's Nora and her friend Fiona, who she chose to spend her last day with. So we played at the school playground. They came home and played. They watched Frozen 2. And then we met my husband at this mini golf place, which is what that photo is. And then we took them to Chipotle for dinner and then to a different spot for some ice cream. And so that was our Friday. And then on this middle card here, I am going to embellish it with this chipboard that says heart wide open. It's the perfect size for the center of this card. And then I'm just going to add some of my green baker's twine to bring in some green, because there's a lot of blue happening on the right side of this page. Then, ironically, I don't have photos for Saturday, which was our friend's graduation from high school. And so I just journaled about it on that Found Delights card. I didn't have any photos, which was fine because I had so many other photos anyways. This photo of that's split in the middle there is Nora and her friend Abby, who were asleep in the car on the way home from church, which was so stinking cute. And that's why I chose that card that says delight in the small things. It's probably one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken of them. So I just added a tiny, I was going to add this tiny chipboard heart, but I didn't like it. It was too big. It covered up their hands, and that's the whole, like, the beauty of this photo. So I ended up just doing a bit of journaling, and then I'm going to end up, see that chipboard heart on the picture of Fiona and Nora at the mini golf. I did not like the way that looked and how it all came together. So I end up taking it off completely and switching it out for the chipboard heart that I was going to put on the picture of Nora and Abby. So on this picture of Nora walking our neighbor's dog, I just stamped a little bit because it is just so cute. Nora loves to walk this dog. She's obsessed with this dog. And it's not ours, but it might as well be. So I stamped so much goodness in this right here. And then Nowhere I'd Rather Be came from a Studio Calico set. And that is really it for this week. I am going to show you close-ups in silence. As always, let me know if you have any questions about anything that I used, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, friends, you know what to do. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my content. I will see you in the next video. Take care, sweet friends, and remember that you are enough. Bye-bye.